We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Reese. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To the air, it's Snyder. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Makes his connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Franklin. Touchdown, Illini! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. RPO complete to open the drive. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Looking to throw at Snyder. Got his man. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hart. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Makes the catch. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Illinois lining up quickly. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. And the returner will be brought down. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wide out in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Snyder. Fires left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Slings it. He's got it. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Eastern Michigan, 10, Illinois, 7.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Illinois right back to the line. Keep it on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Got his man downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Dixon.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Red pass, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Illinois! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's McMillan. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The give from the gun. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Snyder. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. First down here for the offense. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Off play action. Unloads to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. Under pressure, you don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. They go to the ground. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To throw, it's Altmaier. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
That keeps the score. Illinois 14, Eastern Michigan 10.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's 2nd down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Snyder. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles!
Touchdown, Eastern.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Altmaier. He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Fighting Illini!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Eagles will boot away to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Bryant. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Line getting set on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Trying to find his man on first down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left. Touchdown, Illini! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Wants to throw. It's Snyder. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy could win on that play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Tackle is made at the 37. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hart. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Got it in the middle. It's Reese. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Dropping back, it's Snyder. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Eastern.
Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. They'll go to the air. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Illinois lining up quickly. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. A strike downfield. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Illinois! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Got his man! Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
The give out of the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Reese. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the team.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's right on target. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now.
Eastern Michigan, 25.
Off the play fake on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Back to throw, it's Snyder. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last two snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Illinois right back to the line. Give to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Back to throw, it's Altmaier. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some out-breaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Fighting Illini!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know, at this point in the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Eastern Michigan going fast. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reese. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The aerial assault continues. Throws to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw at Snyder. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Eagles are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They will score! Touchdown, Eagles!
Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Number 9 with the catch and score.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
32.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Illini!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
PAT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way.